Oh my God. We're live. We're so live, man. We're live.
We're live.
Hello. We'll wait for it to officially kick in. We're all just like, I notice I always have something in my hand. Sometimes it's a blade.
Blade knives.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's popping up here on the tube of the YouTube.
There we go. What's up, DJ Links? How are you, sir? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to you. All right. We'll let a few people pop in here. Until then, we'll just sit here and be like, hi, I'm Adrian APM. And that's...
Jason from Slotitup503.
Who's this guy?
I'm Taylor. But it says empty thought balloon because I got too lazy to change my thing.
I like the name. I mean, personally, I would have called myself Balloon of Empty Thoughts. But, you know...
I might rename my YouTube channel at some point. But I think empty thought. I don't think empty thought balloon has the right ring to it, so I got to figure it out what I'm doing. So,
thanks, DJ Links. DJ Links.
Yeah, that's gross and horribly wrong, DJ. But yeah.
Did you see his 40th birthday party post from last year on Instagram?
No.
It was funny. It's like a little video clip. I was gonna reply to him. So when's the movie coming to theaters?
Nice. How's it going, Captain? Hello, Digger Jim. How you do, Lucretius?
Las Cruces has one of the best comic book collections that most people never see.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Instagram. He flexes.
Kind of like Rag, our guy Rag. He has like this insane, but he like, yeah, he just doesn't show it enough. Rag, show off your collection more. People want to see it more. Although he does have videos. So that's maybe not so true. Agu Rhythm, what up? Yo. Johnny Five is alive.
Yeah.
Your mother was a snorer. Anyways, hey, so today we're just going to be talking comics, mystery boxes, Instagram, YouTube, the whole thing, because we're all channels that are slowly growing. We're all, growing at different levels. We're growers, not showers, okay? We like to dish. We say, here we are.
There's an awkward pause after that one.
Right. We're all just silent. Oh,
yeah.
Taylor looks down at his phone.
Well, all right, everybody. Good night.
James, how's it going? Average Will. Good old Will. Hey, Will just picked up a cool book from that cool company. Maybe he doesn't want anybody know it. I don't know, so I won't even say. But. Superior Hero Reviews. Anyways, so hey, let's just start off. So we'll start with the first topic. We'll just hit the mystery box topic right off the bat. I guess what is after you guys have both been doing it a while now. I'll start with this question. Like, what is it? Are you getting sick of it? Does it? Is there something else you want to do, or what's your overall idea? Like, are you getting burnt out? Is what I mean to say. Are you anybody getting burnt out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beyond belief. There's only so many of the same kind of things you can open, and there's only so many, second print Captain Marvel 18s you can get out of the box. Not naming anybody, but yeah, it does get exhausting, and I understand why people do them. I mean, I've made one, you've made one, Adrian, but and I know Jason, you said you were going to, but it's also
maybe. Yeah,
it is. I'm getting tired. I'm pretty tired, especially of the bigger companies' boxes. The smaller Instagrammers and YouTubers, I'll give them a shot because you have a chance to get different stuff at least than some of the big ones. But yeah. I'm getting kind of tired.
That's all good. How about you, Jason? How are you feeling about it?
I won't say getting tired. I mean, I haven't been doing this. I mean, I grew up with you two. Honestly, I was telling Taylor in one of his videos, it was him and Alan that I would watch their videos and be like, all right, this guy thinks it's good, so maybe I'll try that box. So I haven't been doing it as long, but it feels kind of repetitive holding a book up in front of a camera.
Sure.
and the next book. And, you know, even though I haven't been doing it so long, the motion of that and that part is getting old. Yes.
Yeah. I guess maybe for me, because like the same thing, like I had seen so many. I guess that's why, like, I tried to find the new niche, like why I did all the voices and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll probably still do more. I'm waiting for people to say, "Hey, we do this guy," and I'll be like, "No, I'll try it, sure," you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I can do every impression, but even that can get old. But I try to do them as fast as I can, you know. Because like when I did that last one, I did like the last one as Arnold, and it was like, oh yeah, the Gabe's Cave box. It was like 7 minutes, and by the end of it, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be tough, dude. To keep that voice as long as you keep it for the whole video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people ask me, like, I was doing like some lives before. They're like, if you can hold like this British accent, or if you can do this for the entire night, it's like, I'll try, man. But after a while, when that's not your actual voice, it starts to get a little scarce down there. You know, like you're just like, oh.
Yeah. You should do that on every auction you ever do, just all night long.
Yeah, I mean, I do try to change up here and there, but
yeah,
I used to change it up, be like, hey, I'll give you a accent, and I'll do a shot if you buy this lot. You know,
right.
like. So, is there? Taylor, I'll start with you. I'll go up to you, Jason, after this. I'll ask you: is there? I'm not gonna say hate, like, but is there a box that you like? You're like, you are just like, never. You are something I don't want to ever touch. You wronged me. How dare you? You're Lex Luthor to my Superman. Like,
why, yes. Not to name names, but Torpedo Comics. You're dead.
Say who? Who'd you say?
You know, they were one of the very first boxes I ever did, and like, you know, I think I've ramped up pretty quickly learning what I'm doing and like learning more and more about resale and comics and stuff. And I think they might have gotten better from what I've seen of folks, but the box. At that time, it was like a $150 box, which I was like, oh my Lord, that's the most I'll ever spend on a box.
Right.
I should go back in time and tell Taylor that. But like, you know, I had like $40 of books in there, maybe. And you know, their customer service is awful too, which ties into it for me. I kept trying to get a hold of them because like the box didn't ship forever. And I'm like, hey, when's this coming? I just want a tracking number, just want something, you know, nothing. And they never responded throughout the entire ordeal. And I'm like, So, no, not them. Otherwise, there's some. I mean, there's definitely like people I've bought from before that I won't again, but I'm not going to burn every bridge. I think individuals are different than companies in my head too. Like honestly, like companies.
I agree.
Companies have that's their entire business. That's, you know, they have an obligation to the customer, I think, and especially if they want repeat business, they should do it well. Individuals, if people try hard, I'm like, I'll give them a break. And if I don't, if it's just not the box for me, I just won't do it again. But I'm not going to shout them out. So,
yeah. How about you, Jason?
Personally, I mean, there's a couple that I've stayed away from just because of opinions. Torpedo Comics is one of them. I've never personally bought one and had a bad experience, but I've heard, you know, a lot of bad things about them.
Right.
There's a certain girl on Instagram that I won't buy from because I've heard bad things about.
Yeah, people are mentioning her in the chat right now.
Are they? They're talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Box Heroes, I used to love. Honestly, like I was a big cheerleader for Box Heroes. I was at one point getting 2 boxes every 2 weeks from Box Heroes, and it was really nice for a while. But then eventually, I just started getting all the same books, and it's like, dude, you know, I ordered 2 boxes a week and they all come to the same address. You could at least give me some different books. And then it just gradually got worse. So that's one I probably won't go back to.
Right. And kind of going off that, I'm going to talk a little bit about Boxed Heroes. Okay. So let's see. I will read this verbatim so you guys know there's no, and you'll see how I'm pretty nice at first.
Sure.
I wrote to them. I said, I'm all about feedback. Got my subscriber box. It was kind of lackluster. The Captain America I got would have been cool if there was not a hole through it. Not mad, just a little disappointed with this one. Sent them a picture of the Captain America, like older copy with a hole through it. Let's see. 1 week later, I say, anything you guys can do? ? Do you guys replace comics that come like this? No response.
Wow.
A week and a half later, just looking for any response. That would be nice. Would you rather have me contact you through a different form? Nothing. Then big paragraph from them. Hi, sorry, it's been crazy here. That's no excuse if you're a company. I don't care.
Yeah.
All comics put in the boxes are put there on purpose. They're all carefully looked at and judged by our guys as a certain value with their condition in mind. If your box was damaged in shipping, we would be happy to fix it. Which I said there's nothing wrong with the shipping. It was
Sure.
the comic. They say, unfortunately, not everyone will be happy with the things they receive in a mystery box. And often these times people will disagree with the value due to the personal preferences or where they're doing their research. We do our best to make all of our customers happy, but also recognize that not all of them will be happy due to the nature of mystery boxes. So they just gave me this blah, 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 blah. And let me just go back to that. All comics put in the boxes are put there on purpose.
Yeah, that's just.
They are carefully looked at and judged by our guys. Okay, so you're telling me a comic with a hole through it, visibly a hole through it, was judged by your guys, and that's put it right in there.
Sounds like one of those auto responses almost.
and the thing is, it's not, because it's like, it's definitely answering it. But yeah, it was just after that, I was like, really? Like you could have said, hey, tell you what, we'll send you another book, or we'll replace the box, man. Not a problem. Like,
Yeah.
And, like,
or even
I was just
even a sorry, better luck next time is better than what you got. Like,
yeah, I know, right? Like, sorry,
what they said. Wow.
It just blew me away that they would do that. Like, where I have dealt with other companies, like, I know, Taylor, you've talked about this.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man booth, like, there's a problem with it. Guess what? It's going to get fixed some way or another. Like, here, we'll try to do this for you. We'll try to do this for you. They're going to try to at least help you.
Yeah, they're very responsive customer service wise. And I know it's popular to slam on them, and I get some of that. Some of it.
And we can kind of talk, because that's like a little different subject, but But yeah, I mean, that's, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I know a bunch of people, you might watch this and be like, oh, I love Box Heroes. And I see that way too often where people get the box, I watch them open it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No. Like,
no. The last I agree with like both you guys on that one. Like the last, I'm down with them as well for not as extreme of reasons, but closer to what Jason said. The last two boxes I opened for him, I got basically my value in new comics, like the retail price. I'm like, I'll just go spend that on my own. Like, there's no, like, not to, and I'll call it another company. What the heck? Mainstream Comics. Same idea. Like, their past couple boxes I got right before I stopped, it's like, okay, I got my value in new comics.
Right.
I don't expect every box to be a winner, and I don't expect like even necessarily getting value in all of them. But if it's just new comics, I'll go buy my own. I live near like a couple comic shops that are pretty decent.
Yeah.
And if some people don't, maybe then sure. But yeah.
Yeah, we spend enough on our pull list as it is. We don't need more books from our pull list in our mystery boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too, with those companies, like, this will go back to when I was talking to Alex about this, where he would say, this isn't necessarily a box, like I'm talking about mainstream. This isn't necessarily a box for a collector, but it's a great box for someone beginning. And I agree with that sentiment. Like, that's pretty well said. There are different tiers with mainstream, so you can definitely get different stuff, but
sure.
But like when Box Heroes, like, they claim to have all this other stuff, and then, and I got to be honest, it's because when I was watching your videos, Jason, and I saw you get the 3 Jokers for like the 80th time, like, as much as you're like, hey, this is great, like, I just felt like I saw you break a little inside. Like, you're just like, I'm tired of this, getting the same book.
Same damn one again.
Another card. It has another card. It's like,
maybe that's why I have the reputation as the cranky guy, because I can't pull that off for like the full box. If I don't like it, people are gonna about it. You also play poker with me, because I'm not good at hiding my feelings.
Digger Jim said, do you guys think the companies will be that way once the swap meets and cons come back? That's a super good question, actually. That's what I do. That's like, I sell at shows, man. So like, my world has been very different, because when I couldn't do it, what did I do? I was like, well, I came to, I've been on Instagram for a long time since it started, but like, I was like, okay, I got to find a new world. Like, who can I talk to and be part of? And, and like also these guys were like, oh, hey, let me, introduce me to these guys. And so I just said, hey, I'll do a mystery box. And I threw out a mystery box. And then Wink Inc. happened to be the first one to buy one virtually, and from there, kind of just like, hey, we knew this guy's blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should start doing this. And so, I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's happened because of that. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think they're going to have to get better. I mean, because at this point, we don't really have many options of where and what we could buy and who we could buy from. We're kind of, we can't go out to cons and we can't get signatures. We can't go do all these things we used to do. And we're stuck buying from big companies and, mystery boxes. And
well, that's probably also why the boxes are hurting for a lot of companies now too, is because they can't go out and do that either.
Very true.
They can't go to other companies and replenish their supply, or they can't, they're all trying to scramble to figure that out. They probably weren't planning on it being a year-long thing where like, oh yeah, we'll put all these cool older books in these boxes, and then we're out of those.
We're out of those now. Crap, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's why I think that's kind of why I actually slowed down on the normal mystery boxes, and I'm like, I kind of like doing custom because I still have this like the supply, but I'd rather build a kick-ass mystery box for somebody. Because that was my original niche. Like I said, who's your favorite character? Like, who do you love? And that's how I built them. I literally like totally customized it to the person. Now it's customized, but not as custom. Like I still throw random stuff, but it's
yeah.
And that's what's nice about these Instagram mystery boxes from collectors as opposed to big companies. You're getting books that are coming from collectors and people that know a little bit more, I think, about what you want as opposed to the bigger companies.
Yeah, because I realized when you get from collectors so far, I've realized that you're getting like at least value.
Yeah.
And that's important. Like, like I get it. If you claim that it's not going to have value, that's fine. Because then that's on the person. That's the whole, but I'll refer to, even though I'm talking about a big boy box, what's his face talking about that Spider-Man booth box. But like, I'm just saying it's the same kind of idea. It's like, if you say, hey, you might get this value. Oh, okay. So I spent 150, but I might only get 100. I understand that. That's on me. That's not on them. That's on, like, or if they say retail, okay, that's everyone. Retail is a different, you have to understand that, okay? That doesn't mean you get $250.
Yeah, exactly. Retail and resale are two different words. They sound real close, but they are different.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, talking about like, honestly, I love buying from like Instagrammers and like, just people like that are part of the community. It's such a, and it feels good, man, because then they're happy, then they can go buy more books, and guess what? You're eventually going to do a box, and then it's like a cycle, to be honest with you. We all kind of
you guys both bought my first round of boxes, and I had some growing pains that Adrian got the brunt of. Sorry, man. But
oh, are you kidding me? Come on.
I think I learned some valuable lessons, like check every single book, which apparently Box Heroes does not do, and then also to make it more customizable for the next round. I'm not trying to like, just pimp my own wares or whatever. But I think what I want to do is like a very small run of maybe 4 or 5 boxes, and then talk to each people. Like have each person DM me and say, give me a list of your top 3 characters, and I will draw you one of those 3. And then that's
kick ass,
because I can handle like 4 or 5 and of that. As long as I get my choice, like I'm like, oh god, I hate Spider-Woman, but I like their other character, like something like that. So, so if I can do something like that, I think that might mix it up a little bit. And I also did a video last night of some of the other Seek, Search, and Claim, who you also get. You got the box, Adrian, where there's definitely some growing pains, but he was at least trying to mix it up. Where it was a build your own box.
That's right, the guy there where we just picked it.
Yeah.
Where we happen to be like the last one.
Yeah, and if it was round robin like we all thought it would be, I think it'd be a fantastic idea. Like just
you were saying like round robin, right? Where one, like fantasy football, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
I think like some of that's going to have to happen for every mystery box, like to survive. You got to differentiate somehow. You got to have some originality. You got to have something that's a little different than everybody else's box. So
Did you guys see that box or that was it Comically Correct Comics? I did that spin to win mystery box where it was
nice.
$165, and basically you had prizes on the wheel and then mini prizes. If you got a prize, then you were out and you got whatever the consolation prizes were on top of your prize.
Okay.
But if you got mini prizes, you kind of kept spinning and you just kept getting mini prize after mini prize. I was the last person, so I got everything left on the wheel.
Oh wow!
So I scored. It was fantastic, and I was the last person in the thing to spin.
Well, you also hit a grand prize today and some other box. I mean, like.
Yeah, I know. Comic Hunter's probably in my backyard right now. He's mad at me. He left a comment. Yeah,
But
I'm actually
of course he did.
I'm actually in Jason's closet. This is his closet. I'm
nice.
waiting.
He's burning that rig shirt in a fit of rage, and
rig, just come on, rig.
Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate it.
I see any questions that we missed. And somebody was just talking about the TSMB customer service and
what's up, Steve?
JP does. Yeah, we all know that. If you guys don't know who JP is, he basically he runs that Spider-Man booth, and he's one of the sweetest mofos around. And he takes care of you, and they do some of the fun, they do a lot of fun stuff. Let's put it that way.
It's frustrating when you're a number off and you don't win, which I've won every time before this. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
No,
the other time, but this time.
And he does a show every day of the week. I mean, he's busy.
Yeah, dude, that cat never stops, man.
No.
He's learned to thrive during COVID. I mean, I'm sure he's doing great beforehand, but he's found his element and he's ramping up, and when everyone else is kind of struggling, I think he's grown that company crazily with all the variant covers and everything else. So
yeah, you had fun yesterday, Will. I know you did.
Yeah, Will did. Yes.
All right, so that's kind of is there anything else you guys want to say about mystery box? I mean, to go way back to when Taylor, you were talking about torpedo. Yeah, I think if anybody, this is a shameless plug. I mean, we are on my channel. It's funny. Watch my Al Pacino opens a torpedo box, and you could see I wasn't happy, but yet from watching what your vid's talking about, how people get angry or talk the truth, which one of my has the most views? I don't know if people know that I'm angry necessarily, but it's Al Pacino, so all right, this box, oh God, it's horrible.
Well, yeah, negativity gets views. I mean, it's not who I want to be, but if something generally bugs me, I'll let you know. But
sometimes negativity gets views.
People have found that it's an easy way. If you trash something, you're gonna get views.
Yes, people, and what man just said in the comments. Yes, mystery boxes are gambles, people. Don't expect anything. Me, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You can hate me for this. I see a lot of people complain about that Spider-Man booth because I get the. It's you're getting that. You're getting that.
If you don't like
variants, you're getting that.
If you don't like variants, don't buy from them, dummy. Honestly.
I was guilty of complaining for a minute, but I never complained about the variants. I complained just like with Taylor's box when I bought his.
Yeah.
I like the art stuff. I love the art prints.
Yeah.
Whenever I seen people stop getting the art prints, I was like, oh crap, that's one of the things that I like the most. So
I'm definitely happy. My last one, because I just got the normal. I got a small box, and I got another, I think, a Jim Lee Batman print. I was happy because it went with my other one. So even though I know it's only $30-$40, whatever. I was still happy. It is cool because I know some people see some people they're like, oh, I don't want the stupid print. It's well, actually, think about it, man. Art is. It's a huge part of it, man.
It is.
And there's our segue. There's our beautiful segue.
Well, all right.
Art and comics.
Well, art is bullshit. No.
Yeah. You know what? Art? No, get out. No. I guess Taylor, if you don't mind, I'll start with you, man.
Sure.
How? Because I love what you do, man. You have some of the most unique art I've seen. The wife even agrees.
Oh,
how do you when people are asking you to do comic stuff? Do you ever does it ever make you be oh, I would rather not do that? I'd rather be doing this. hey man, will you make me this? Hey, will you make, like, how does that make you feel? Like,
I always feel flattered that somebody likes my stuff well enough to ask me, and if it's something I'm not into, I can always have a dialogue as long as the person's open to it and like come to some agreement where like, I'm usually pretty open too. And I figure it's a challenge if I've never drawn a character before, or if I've never done something like that before. I'm like, yeah, what the heck? But if it's something I really don't want to do, I'll let them know. But again, it's always, I think I'm just happy to be invited to prom. Like honestly,
yeah,
it's kind of like, of all the options out there and all the people in the world and all the art out there, you wanted me to do something for you. That's fantastic. That's I'm never gonna feel bad about, like, that's like, oh heck yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much. Really. So it's an ego boost, and I'm shameless.
Yeah, I'll answer Supermo. I see you just said it's easy to get disappointed when you spend $1,000. Sorry, off subject, and get one slab, one arbor. Right, but that was if that was you or whoever, that was your choice to spend that much to take that chance. So, that's a random thought. I'm just saying. So, how about you, Jason? Like, you notice when you watch people and they do videos and stuff, you can I can truthfully tell, like, I am a people reader. I also did play cards, so like that can give you that thing where you can be like, oh man, this is the best box I've ever gotten, and I'm just like, bullshit. Like, yeah. But I've seen you get excited about art, and I love that, man.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. I mean, Super Jesse will attest for this in the comments. Dude, a lot of times I buy comics, I don't even know what's inside the book. Jesse's like, oh, you're going to buy a $500 poster? Yes, I am. I absolutely am.
DJ, if you send me an accurate reference photo, I will draw you like one of my French girls. But you got to be in costume, sir. Rob, we can definitely work that out. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat while we're going. But
like Gary B's buddy, Ken Wheaton.
Oh yeah, Wheaton does really nice stuff.
That's my logo, and Jimmy's logo and Gary's logo, and that Batman book he drew for me. I mean, and the Bat Duck. Honestly, if I was gonna do a top 5 books from 2020, it wouldn't even actually be real comic books. It'd be ones that like Taylor drew and Ken Wheaton drew. It'd be it would be the art stuff more for me.
Not even the poster behind you there to your left.
That is a pretty nice.
Or to my left. To my left.
There you go.
880.
There, yeah.
880. Talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. I only know the comic 880. I know you're happy to get that.
Yeah, there's
there. Yes.
Yeah.
I was very happy to get that, and that Spawn art back there.
Oh yeah.
That was that was fantastic. I couldn't believe I got that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna mention Squatchy. He also does some really nice covers and stuff too. So
yeah,
I have one of those up there as well.
Yeah,
I love good art, man. Like I've actually I've traded like some good books for art, man. That's just to prove the point. Like, yes, I will take art because I love it, and I'm always changing up my office. Like, you guys, people don't usually see this.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm slowly like transforming. Like, I have who doesn't like great art, man? I mean, art is.
Well, I think the comic community also like respects art more than a lot of other folks. Like, we're in the era of like art and craft. You could, and Society 6 and Redbubble, where you can buy art for like $4, but like, which is great if you want to hang it on the wall. Posters are great. Don't get me wrong, but I think the comic community especially is likes rare things. So they'll pay more for an ad of a jewelry in the middle of a book, and so they'll also definitely be like, oh, original, heck yeah, So
right.
Not every base is like that, but I think the comic base is great for that kind of thing. So
that's why you're talking about the jewelry. Like, how do you feel? How do you guys feel about the whole people really just focused on, Mark Jewelers and it's got the barcode.
Well, those were the first variants if you really think about it.
True.
And it's just a way to make things a little more rare, to make them fake value that you like. There is no real value to comics. It's a sliding scale of whatever the heck people want to pay for it and want to think it's worth. So, like, if somebody decides that an ad for a wedding ring that some sucker on a military base is going to spend all his money on is worth more, that's fine.
Right? Sell it to them.
Yeah.
So I apologize if you hear the dog barking. He's going nuts in the background. So
Just throw some waffles at him.
yeah, I should actually. The GM says newsstand all day, but if you're getting before '86, newsstand was actually more common. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Just check my DM real quick. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He slid into your DMs.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is man."
Well, Rob, I hear what you're saying there. The worst is the BS that somehow a second or third print is more valuable than the first print. But again, like rarity, and folks have decided that a rare third print is worth more. And I tend to agree with you. Like I grew up in the era where like newsstands were bad, and
right.
But it's just I'm not choosing the market. I can't speak for the market. So.
Well, my LCS, I mean, this could be completely wrong, but one of my LCS owners told me that, like, with the newsstand, they were made on a lower grade quality paper. So they were harder to keep at a higher, at a higher grade. So that's why they're worth more money. I don't know how 100% truthful that is, but it makes a little sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard that. How's it going, Perry?
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard that as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I would tend to doubt it, just because it would cost them a lot of time to stop the presses back in the day, especially when it wasn't digital, to like load up new paper and stuff.
Hey, they stop the presses. Yeah, look at that. He's coming in here trying to blow up a phone here. Oh no, he's gonna blow it up. Yeah, he's gonna blow it up. Come on.
If they just had to change out one black plate for the cover, which is all they would have had to do for the UPC Coke versus the Spider-Man logo or whatever, it's a lot faster process. So I went to graphic design school. I'm a nerd.
Let's hear Super saying, I don't get modern comics at all, to be honest. I love some of the covers, but I often like a cover better than the 1 in 100 cover. Yeah, no, I can agree that sometimes, honestly, in some cases, holding on to that, or like just the cover that you grabbed right from the shop is the best one to get. I mean, the 1 in 100s, the 1 in 50s, and 1 in 500s. Those are they're great, but like. It's definitely a small. I would think, it's just variants are smaller market. So
yeah, I think those are also marketing gimmicks that the companies just have discovered that folks will pay a premium for. So they're like, oh, okay, we'll do black and white cover for. And
look at ASM 55. That thing went crazy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you? Okay, I'm gonna go. Now, what do you guys think with the whole Instagram and YouTube, like the combination where you could have, I've kind of talked a little bit about this in the past, but you could have, like in my last video I was talking to Jem about this a little bit, you could have this many Instagram followers or this many subscribers or this many, and they don't go with each other, you know what I mean? Like, and you would like, is there one you prefer over the other, or like, because they're both ways of expressing yourself and showing yourself, like stuff what you do. And I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think for me personally, it's hard to keep up with both of them. So I tend to focus on the YouTube, and half the time I don't even post it. I'm like, oh, new video up. I get that kind of like, oh, I'm done with my video. I'm done. And so my Instagram is like the redheaded stepchild. Is that's an old outdated story?
No, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, Instagram.
Instagram's easier, I think. I mean, because you can go down and you can just scroll on your phone and like people's posts on Instagram real easy. I mean, I work from home, and it's real easy to go sit in front of my computer for, an hour or 2 or 3 or whatever and watch people's videos. And that takes up so much more time to watch people's videos and leave comments than it is to flip through. And so Instagram's easier, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I mean, I'm sure what most people do. I mean, yeah, there are people watching live right now because it's it's a little later, so maybe they're just kind of winding down. But if I ever want to catch up on videos, honestly, if I'm bagging, I'm boarding comics, I'm working on something, but where you still have it going, you can have your full attention, or if I'm like, oh, I missed it, I'll quick, rewind. Oh, what was that book? Like just to make sure I catch it. But I find that's the best time because nobody has time to watch all their subscribers. No. That's insane.
No.
Like,
I mean, I do try to watch, like, people that interact with me, I tend to interact back with as much as I can, and I try to watch everybody. Like you guys, all watch all your vids when they come on. Maybe not right away, but I'll get to them.
Exactly. Same here.
Because I know how valuable like view hours and stuff are and everything and all that. So like, yeah, I'll leave it rolling while I'm like putting up listings on eBay or bagging or whatever, sketching, just because I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, you're right. I'll rewind and be like, oh, that bastard got that book. I fucking hate him. You know, it's all rigged.
All rigged. Yeah, there's you can't watch. Like when I first started YouTube, I thought for sure like I'll be able to watch everybody I subscribe to.
Right.
But there's no way.
Right.
Yeah.
You just got to kind of condense it down to a small little group of people that you just really enjoy.
I wish I could I wish YouTube you could. I mean, maybe there's a way, and I just haven't tried. I wish I could set up like an autoplay, like a playlist of like play this, then play this, then play this, so I didn't have to like. So I could choose the playlist.
I'm sure you could maybe set up as like certain subscribers, maybe that you could play.
Maybe. Yeah,
I know you can set up playlists because Discovery Bay always had those every week. Like when he used to do that, you know, he'd have all these like, here, this is today's playlist, and it would just play for you all the.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a Luddite.
But then you're also putting at least 48 seconds. But no, I'm just kidding.
There's that too. Yeah.
But well, and then Jason, you were like talking about Instagram, how it's easy, you can just scroll. Yes, but also it's just easy to be like heart.
Yeah.
You know, like, does anybody actually pay attention to what they're seeing?
That's another thing. Like I've been guilty of that. I go through and I just heart, thinking, you know, like, oh, I'll just like everything and show my support for everyone. And
sure,
am I really showing support, or am I just going through and hitting a button?
It still is. I mean, yeah, I guess you know, I wasn't saying it in a bad way. Like, it still is showing the support because at least you're giving someone the like, and that, you know, doesn't matter if you're like had the full attention, because there are times I'm sure where you fully pay attention to what you're looking at. You know, like when it's an ad for us being on tonight, like I don't expect someone to be like, well, let me analyze this.
Yeah.
Okay, he's there. He's over there. He's in the middle. Okay. Like, no, I'm expecting like, oh, they're on tonight. Okay, cool. You know,
I think you touched on a good point there, Adrian. I think like an effective use of Instagram is to use it as an ad for other platforms.
I guess
because yeah, like
I do.
Yeah.
A lot of my traffic comes from Instagram. Like when I'm looking at my analytics and stuff, a lot of my traffic comes from those stupid posts that I do on Instagram and me all, you know, new video alert, right? And people are like, oh, okay, well, let's go see what this guy is talking about.
Do you guys on are both you guys are both on Facebook?
Yeah.
Sort of. My wife handles Facebook. That's too many social media platforms.
Do you post what you do on YouTube on Facebook?
There's a couple. We're like part of a mystery box bunker thing on Facebook, a little group. So Super Jesse posts a few things on there, but really that's about it.
So not on your regular feed.
No, never.
Yeah, same here. Which is, I know some people like think that's odd, but like it's so different. You know what I mean? Like, how about you, Taylor? How do you feel about it?
I mean, I think I use Facebook a lot the same way you do. Just you know, because we're friends on there, and I can see what you do. I don't post my YouTube world on there because that's for QAnon and and for the flat world, and
you're all watching quiet.
Yeah, I just can't. No, it's a different audience too, and like Facebook, I started on Facebook, like I think a lot of people did. You know, if you're old enough, and like I know my audience on Facebook, they don't give a rat's ass about comic books for the most part. They're just people I know from other aspects of life generally. So I just avoid it, and that's kind of
I like Joanne here said I pick and choose based on video mood. Everyone has their niches. Adrian does great interviews. Taylor does great interviews, and Slotitup does great unboxings, etc. Just a simplified summation. Yeah.
Thanks, Ted. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it. You know, and it's funny because like even what I do, it's not for everybody. Like, but it's also I never did it just to be like, oh, I want views, man. I want views. Like, I was curious to see if people would like it, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, well, some people watch, some people don't. I do like a good comment. Like someone's like, "Oh my god, that made my day. That was hilarious." Like, and I'm sure some of you guys like again. I'm gonna bring this up again because it means the world to me. You guys know I've worked with famous people. Like, but still to have Mark Hamill say he liked my joke that's all I'm gonna say because I've talked.
Wait, really? You've never mentioned that before.
Shut up. But seriously,
that is impressive.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the small things like that, like you can really just, it means a lot. And it can affect somebody in the best way,
Well, just Joe's comment right now. It's like, oh, really? You like my reviews? Nobody watches those. But that's
right.
but it's like the fact that somebody does. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Like that's
the thing too, though.
Yeah.
I don't always find time. I know this is dumb, but like if I'm watching if I'm watching on my laptop, like I usually won't comment. Yeah. So I got it all far away. And I'm like, well, then I get it.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, nah, if I come back, I'll be like, oh yeah, then I'll comment because I watched it and I'll comment. But I don't always comment. And so sometimes it's hard for people to know that they're being watched, oh, you see a view, but you don't know. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wake up every morning and do you guys feel the need to respond to every comment like I do?
I saw that you do. And I always, I want to, I at least give it a thumbs and a heart. And that's not, that takes time because as you're doing that, you're going to read the comment. And and I have not, there's a couple I did not thumbs and heart because I was like, F you, and I moved along, so. I've
responded, I think, to every comment I've ever gotten. Not to every response of every comment, but to every initial comment I've tried at least.
Well, you guys are sweethearts. Apparently,
somebody once told me it's good for the algorithm. I don't know, or for building growth. I watched how to build your YouTube channel. So
I just do it like this because when I first started watching YouTube, when you're watching a big channel or something and you comment and you get that reply, you're like, holy cow, that guy talked to me.
Right.
Well, also, yeah, I do like the dialogue too. That's part of why I like the live videos more than the recording personally too. I like interacting with people. It's especially in these unprecedented times.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like honestly, like doing this stuff has been some of the great, a lot of fun. Like this great fun, and I enjoy talking to people and that meeting people. Like, just if you think about it, like I would have never met. Like I'm saying, like Taylor, and I've met him in real life now because finding out he lives.
Yeah, I had no
hop, skip, and a jump literally from me.
Yeah, we've gone this far without meeting before this, and I probably never would have. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
And it just blows your mind, right? Yeah. You're like, how does that? Because the fact that we have the same shops.
Yeah, exactly. But we might have seen each other in real life and just ignored it. Like I'm not talking.
Like we're just so busy in the box. Yeah. Like, get away,
yeah. That's my Turok number 1.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, like you were on that comic book man.
Yeah.
I've watched every episode of that show, and then when I seen on your intro the other day, actually, I'm like, wait a minute, how have I never caught that before? He was on that show, and I went back and I watched the episode. I was like, damn,
yep.
That's hilarious.
That's when they wouldn't let me wear a hat, and I was so pissed.
Yeah.
And then I see like an episode later, some guy's wearing like a really skunky looking hat, and I'm like, my hat was nice. And I signed off because it was an anti-famous hat, my brand.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll sign off. You guys couldn't, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, let me promote it.
Yep.
We got some people talking here. Let's see here. He's a sidekick with a low subscriber count.
Speaking of sidekicks.
Hey, yeah, sidekicks.
Yeah, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Rob and I are launching our new talk show, Sidekicks Talk Comics.
Nice.
Come laugh at us.
What time?
6 p.m. Pacific Standard.
Oh, you mean the time I go live, you jerks. Kidding. That's hard. I'll do it.
I think Taylor reads those books like he just gets them to read them, man. You can read comics quite fast if you grab them and you just like you go and you get at it, you can read them. But if you postpone, that's when you fall behind, like me and Firepower. And
Firepower's great. It's fun.
I know. I read issue 4 and then I stopped, not because I didn't like it. I just was like, we need to read this now. Oh, I need to read this now, and I'm like, wait. get back to the comic that you really loved.
I've got series I've not even started that I really need to get into, like Once and Future, just because like I have the stack.
Right.
I missed the first one when it came out, so I'm like, oh well, I'll get to it, and I just haven't. But,
I just read 14 issues of Something is Killing the Children today, just because I'm talking about that on the talk show.
Oh, nice.
That was yeah.
Have
you figured out what's killing the children yet? Is it an alien from Back to the Future?
Yeah. Are all the kids dead yet?
Yeah. Has everyone dead? What's happened?
Those damn children.
Won't somebody think of the children? Well, yeah, you guys just talking about those new books. Is there anything that you're excited for, or that you just start and you just got burnt on it? Like you're like, oh, this is terrible.
The future states, a couple of them have been all right, but I mean, there's just too many of them.
There is.
They've gone overboard with the whole future state thing.
Well, that and like, if future state would have been different if they were all in a cohesive, like, everything's 10 years in the future. But no, it's all over the goddamn. Future state's a hot mess. I mean, it really is. But yeah, I didn't really expect it not to be either. You know, like I kind of, yeah, I guess like the biggest thing that burned me lately was X of Swords. That event just like, I'm like, what was that? There was no point for that, and it just kind of didn't do anything for me. But I mean,
for which one was that? I'm sorry, Taylor.
The X of Swords.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh come on, it had a cool idea. You could have had all these kids. It could have just been like heroes fighting bad guys or heroes fighting villains, and like taking it back to our childhood, what we were all talked hours about, like who would win in a fight. Wolverine or Cyclops, just let them fight with swords.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's like an eating contest. Fuck you, Hickman.
Joe asked, what's up with DC prices? Just too expensive? Yeah. I definitely realize that they've gone up, but I think is it because they're not like a normal distribution anymore, or
some of the future state books have like 3 stories in it, so they're like, we'll charge you for 3 comics.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of picked it up without even thinking. So
yeah, where 2 of them are absolutely hot garbage, and one is mediocre. Like,
so what they're doing is they're going back to the old days of books where there's different stories and the same. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. I didn't think about it that way.
Like the new future state Superman I read today had a Midnighter story in it and a Mr. Miracle story as backup. I'm like, what in the goddamn hell does this have to do with Superman?
Yeah, I can't read Superman. He just makes me mad. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah.
He's too damn perfect, right?
He is. He's handsome and perfect and great.
Yeah.
He's got all that hair.
What's that?
Close to home.
All that damn hair.
That's right. Beautiful, thick hair, too. Yeah, it's thick. It's lust. Well, Taylor, you have Superman hair.
I know. I have like Superman's boss, or no, I have it's greasy and gross right now. There you go.
I think Superman's hair is greasy and gross. I
should spit curl it then, and then just
Is there anything else you guys that you want to talk about that's on your mind with stuff and things?
I mean, I could do this all night about whatever. Just pick a topic and we can go. But I'm good. Next time on this same Bat channel, we can fight about variant covers. I don't know.
We will fight to the death about variant covers.
Variant covers.
Well, again, guys,
Batman, I'm buying them.
Batman, he wants them.
Yeah. Not every Star Wars book's a spec book. There we go. I'm done.
Yeah, anybody, again, if you have any fun questions or ideas for us, I'd love to do this again with you guys. It's just fun, just talking about. And I realize that everyone out there that we talk about mystery boxes, and sometimes yes, people can be biased, but like I'm usually gonna be pretty honest. Like I know what I'm getting, and you can tell from the content that where I was, and like I slowed down a lot because I experienced so many different boxes, and I was just like, oh my god, like some of them were hot garbage.
Yeah.
And I have gotten ones from Instagrammers and stuff that have been terrible. And like the thing is, I told them, I said, listen, and they're, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to? I'm like, no, you don't owe me anything. I'm not. Just listen. This is how you should do it next time. And I'll give people advice. I love giving people advice, man. Like, do this, man. You'll make people happy. Throw this in, and sometimes I do that. I throw in like little, like, or you know, for Jason, I threw in some like random little extras and that I thought he might dig. You know, like
something silly like trading cards.
right,
I mean,
which has
just
nothing to
some
do with the
random
value.
stuff. I mean,
You know.
it doesn't even have to be like super expensive stuff.
Exactly.
Well, my favorite thing I got out of that, like the same probably box Jason is referencing, was the Hot Wheels. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, old man killed it with that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
something unique, and you know.
But yeah, like that's awesome. Heck yeah.
And look, of course, it's Superman now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mine's not a reach. Sorry. But
Well, guess what? You do you bleed? Yes.
But yeah, like if I'm bored, I know other people would be too. Like, okay, I still buy that Spider-Man boot boxes, but I opened 15 of them this week without putting it on video because it's not interesting content either.
Right, and that's another thing too. It's like you can't constantly open the same stuff, and people, it's the insanity. It's like opening the same thing, expecting different results, but it's like no, it's not. You know what you're getting, and people probably don't want to see that. But
that bottom short box is that Spider-Man booth box. Like it's all stuff I'm going to try and flip, and it's full. But you just know what you're in for.
And my advice to everyone that builds a mystery box, please do. I love it. It's okay if you throw Spider-Man or that Spider-Man booth variants in there. Take them out of the bag, put them in a new bag. Stop leaving the damn price tag on there. Do a little work. Okay.
I agree with that 100%. Because then you don't feel like, hey, this guy just snatched a book out of his box and said, "Here."
I want to see a video of that. Some guy just like literally opening a Spider-Man boot box, just going, "All right, there we go."
Well, apparently, there's somebody on eBay that just takes the 2.0 boxes and doesn't open them, just sells them for $40.
Really?
Buys them for 30, sells them for 40.
Cool. Wow. All right. I guess everybody's their little niche, huh?
Right.
But yeah, hey guys, again, thank you so much. I'm sure I'll have content coming up. You guys want to plug? Jason, what do you got? What's coming up? You talked about a little about tomorrow, but yeah, fill us in.
We got this coming Sunday. I got my 250 subscriber giveaway. That's 4 p.m. on Pacific Standard on Sunday, and it started off with just a couple giveaways. And at this point, I think I'm giving away more at my 250 subscriber giveaway than I've seen people give away at their 2,000 subscriber giveaway. There's 9 prizes.
That's because everybody loves you, buddy.
That's awesome, though, dude.
Yeah, and I was telling the usual suspects, Gary V and Jimmy, that the first part's gonna be great, giving away all these things to people. Funko Pops for my Funko fans, slabs, and Garbage Pail Kids, and comic books, and art books, and oh my! And then we have to eat that damn chip. So
yeah. I'm going to have to watch it in the rewind because it's during the Packer game, and I got to tell you, Packers versus Patriots, I'm sorry, sir. You're going to lose that battle.
I don't blame you.
Well, no, not Patriots, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't have much. If you like my Evildoers hoodie, you can buy it on my site, taylorwinder.com. I also have do-gooders and rigged, which I'm no longer using the word personally. It's sort of like Punisher. It's been tainted for me. Kidding. I'm good. Come check me out on Saturday. Hit me up if you want some art. James, I appreciate that. It was fun opening the box with you too. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And again, I'm always putting out content, and I love that people come to watch, and I appreciate everyone. Also, I'm a little ways out, but 275 off. My road to 1,000. When I hit 500, I did a cool little giveaway. I gave away a couple slabs, a pile of books, and I still remember the winner. Actually, it was Bob World, and that dude supports a lot of people, which is great. And I'm gonna do something a little bigger than usual. Thing is, I didn't want to do it right away because I've talked about this where I didn't want to use it too much, just to be like, hey, subscribe to me so you can have this, and then as soon as you don't get this, you're I want people to enjoy. Yeah. Yes, I will put out a video probably eventually, but there's going to be a lot of stuff, and I might even give away one of my exclusive mega boxes.
Nice.
You can ask Jason about how those boxes are.
They are fantastic, and there's another one coming next month. So
yeah, so there's a lot of fun, and I just so keep your eyes out, guys. It'll be it'll say the 1,000 subscriber future state giveaway of APM, Love, Sauce, McGee, Johnson, Willie's. I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. You know, we all got to ramble. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Keep it nerdcore. If you haven't already subscribed to these two delicious gentlemen, go watch your stuff. Go, yeah.
Yeah, go subscribe to everybody.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. See you later, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Forever.
Everybody in the chat, love your faces.